Big win, Don Wilson here once again with Will Romero. Big win, head kick knockout win. Personally, they're my favorite. How about you?
Yeah, it was a good win for me. I had a rough start to the year, and I'm just happy to be back on track. And I wanted to prove that I had a little slip up and that I am who I was before, and I think I got that done tonight.
Well, I definitely got to say you've definitely come back from that slip up, and no, let's be honest, it wasn't that big of a slip up. The gentleman you had to slip out against turned out to be quite the hell of a fighter. You yourself right now are turned out to be quite the hell of a fighter. My big question to you is, are you feeling the turnaround? Like, do you 100% feel different from the man you were 12 months ago?
100%, 100%. I had a change in my life. I split with my girlfriend, and I had a change of scenery. A change of certain teammates and stuff. Where it affected me because I love what I do, man. I love the sport, and when I lose, some teammates and stuff, I think it affected me mentally, and I lost focus. Yeah. But I love God. I believe in God, and I ask God, please bring me back. This is my life, and thank God He gave me the strength to train really hard, and I wanted to prove that I am who I was. And I worked my ass off for this, and I wanted to come back and make my coach proud, my teammates proud, my family proud, and my friends proud, because I know I've let some of them down and myself down, and I'm glad that I'm back, and I feel strong, and it's never going to happen again.
Well, I got to say, you're making everyone look proud. The way you're finishing fights, the way you're performing out there is just looking amazing. And from what I'm hearing, it's also what you're looking at in the gym. It seems that you've turned on another level in the gym. Why don't you talk to us about that?
Yeah, it's just... and anything in life that's great, that's special, is not easy. You got to work hard. There is no shortcuts in fighting. If you work hard, good things are gonna happen. I mean, you saw with the fight with Tristan. I worked hard for that fight, and he just edged me by this much. And you know what? I'm back here. The score liked the fight. They brought me back. So sometimes you may see some hurdles, but if you work hard, you're gonna get something good in return. And I just worked even harder, and stepped it up a notch, and just focused, and I'm just so thankful to God that I'm back where I am.
Well, you definitely got back where you are. We've even put you back in the top of the featherweight rankings. So everything's going just good for you. And I got to say, the fight between you and Tristan, Score Fighting Series, the inaugural event, one of the top fights in Canada this year. Speaking of Tristan, a little message at the end of the fight. Why don't we give that a shout out? Because I know for a fact Tristan comes to the site there. What means so much to you that you want to get that fight back?
Well, like I said, Tristan's a great guy, in and out of the cage, very respectable person. I like him as a fighter. I like him as a person. But when we fought back in a few months ago in June for the Score, there was a problem with my blood work. I had to fly out immediately after weigh-ins. And for people that aren't very... that don't know, is after the weigh-ins, I mean, fighters lose 15, 20 pounds of water, fluids, so it's crucial that you get these fluids and minerals back into your body. I didn't have the opportunity to do that because I had to fly to Montreal. They had a problem with my work, my blood work, so I had to fly out, get my blood work done, fly out the very next morning. I had like 4 hours of sleep, didn't have my post-cut meal or my breakfast, which are the most two important meals. I came back, still fought him. It was very close. So it's just something like I want that back because he's a striker, I'm a striker, and it was this close. So, hey, like I said, I like him. The fans liked it. The Score liked it. I want to do it again.
Now, I got to say, that had to be rough because the one thing I know about and the one thing I know all fighters in Ontario hate, every time we do weigh-ins in Ontario, fans, they always seem to come at dinner time. How mean is that? Like, seriously. Anyway, on to your next fight. Bellator coming up. Not much time left to train, but I know you're going to be hitting it hard. You got Mike Slesdian up next, a guy that throws with bad intentions every time. How are you looking at that fight?
I take it like every other fight. We look at this fight as an intriguing fight because he's a banger. Yep. Just like you said, this guy comes out to throw, he comes out to fight, and that's something that we're excited about, and we think it's going to be a fight for the fans. So, like you said, it's 4 weeks away, but this is my life. I've been fighting busy for the last few months, and I'll take these 2 days to enjoy, get right back in there on Monday, and go hard for 4 weeks, and do it all over again.
It's definitely going to be impressive 4-week turnaround. And if you're wondering, fan, that was his rookie mistake. His phone is ringing. You got the win over Dan Langbein at the last Bellator. You're looking at Mike Slesdian at the Bellator after that. Are you looking at making maybe a return to the Bellator ranks tournament maybe?
Bellator is a great organization with some great fighters. They've been good to me, and that's something that'd be an honor to do again, to compete among such talented people. So, right now the focus is just to continue climbing the ladder. I think I've kind of started doing that again, and I want to solidify myself as one of the top contenders in the country, and that's a definite possibility. If they would have me back, that'd be a pleasure.
Well, we've definitely already solidified you as one of the top contenders in the country. Check out those featherweight rankings, fans, if you don't believe me. Anyway, before I let you go, any family, friends, sponsors you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yes, thanks. I'd like to thank my longtime sponsor, Kimura Wear, for all their support. Popeyes has been there for me with me since day one. Frat House Tonight. Pura BJJ, who's been helping me out with my jiu-jitsu. Of course, Iron Tiger Muay Thai is my home. All my teammates there. I'd like to thank my family and all my friends that come out to support me. And if I forgot anybody, I love you. Thank you.
And once again, this has been Big Win Don Wilson, with who I'd like to start calling the King of Beasts from Iron Tiger Muay Thai, Will Romero, Top MMA News.